Be wise, prudent, and generous with what we have and what we are as we share generously our blessings. Dear friends, in today's liturgy, we get inspiration from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 16, verses 1 to 8. And we see Jesus using a parable to remind us of how we should deal with our life, with everything that we have. First of all, it's clear that everything that we have comes from God and returns to God, and returns God by sharing it with others. Everything, we are caretakers. We are managers, just managers or caretakers. We are just taking care of what we have, and we are invited to use well, to take good care of what we have and to share it as if God is the one reaching out to others. Yes, God reaches out to others through you and me. And so Jesus uses a parable, and he says that God, as a great rich man, is the source of all blessings and all goodness. And he has showered all these many graces, blessings to us. He has given us all the time, all the love. He has given us all the positions and possessions. He has given us the resources. He has given us the gift of life, the gift of family, the gift of who we are, the gift of life. And the question is, how am I doing with everything that God has given me? Am I sitting on it? Am I using it only to accumulate, as this unfortunate man did, the steward here did, that he received all these blessings, and he was accumulating and accumulating until towards the end he realized, now I think here I have to make amends. I have to really reflect. The good thing is that he reflected. He did not remain in his selfishness. He reflected, and he is now saying, what can I do? Let me bring all the people who are under my care, those who have borrowed the things from me, especially from the master, because I am just a caretaker. Let me bring them, and then lower their prices. And he says, how much are you demanded? He said 100 jars of oil. Okay, write 50. And like that, so that when, you see, this is shrewd and prudent man, so that when I am out of my work, when they have chucked me, when they have chopped me away from my work, I can have someone to receive me in their home. This was, Jesus praises this man, not because because of his dishonesty, because he was dishonest. No. But he praises him because he used his mind well to be received home. And that's why Jesus said, we who are spiritual people, we are invited also to use the material, yes, but also the spiritual gifts in order to bring others to God and to each other. And it's like saying, God has showered us with a lot of mercy upon us. How do we use this mercy to reach out to others? This man was, when he forgave the debts of many people by cancelling the debts, and putting half, and reducing the charges, these people were very happy. And that's why we are invited also to make others happy, to use our mind to make others happy. They felt really at ease. We are also invited to use our mind, our heart, in a good way, of course, to make others happy. And so we see that the Lord has given us many gifts of material gifts, gifts of nature, of spirit. How are we using, and what are we using with the gifts that God has given us? Are we using these gifts to reach closer and inside the life of God? Are we using these gifts to reach closer to others? Or we are using it selfishly for ourselves and accumulating? And the time to make amends is right now. The time to reconcile and return and use our minds very well to return to God and to each other is right now. Reconcile now, forgive now, love now, share the peace right now, share the gifts that we have received, especially the love, the fraternity right now. Build relationships. Let us use all the material things that we have received to build the relationship, good relationship. And of course we know that if what we are sharing comes from the heart, and in a good way, it will do good to others, and it is one way to reach heaven. We are storing up in the bank the currency of love in heaven, not just the material things. Sometimes the material things that we have suffocate us. We put our mind, our heart into these material things, and they suffocate us, and yet we are going to leave most of the things, not almost, everything we are going to leave it here. As Job would say that naked I came from the mother's womb, naked I shall return. So with the blessings that we have received, small or big, how am I using them? With the gifts and talents that I have received, am I sharing them generously with others, giving life to others, making others happy, using them to transmit the peace, the joy, the love to others? Or I am selfishly keeping it only to myself and not sharing my blessings? There is more joy for anyone who, there's more joy in giving than in receiving. So let's use every second to give and give and give, because when we give love, when we give peace, when we give serenity, when we give everything that we are, the good that we are and the good we have, we teach others to be generous, and blessings multiply when we give. Goodness multiplies when we give. Peace multiplies when we give, because freely we have received all these gifts from God, and the Lord invites us to freely share them with our brothers and sisters and who are in need. And we find many of these brothers and sisters in need right in our homes, right as we walk, and sometimes just enough to give our time, to give a smile, to be present, especially to be present in the lives of others. That's the best gift, to be a calm presence to the lives of others, listening to them, journeying together in the joys and sorrows of life. This is the best gift we can give as husbands and wives, as children, as parents, and as brothers and sisters. Greetings from Jerusalem, dear friends, as we share our blessings with all.